Coming up on this week's show, we talk the new Royal Thunder, and we celebrate 10 years of Gin Lady's cosmic debut. What a fucking tune. Hangman's Chair, flashback from their 2015 album, This Is Not Supposed to Be Positive. God, I absolutely fucking love this song. I mean, talk about a tuna baguette. I was in the States the first time I heard this song, Florida to be precise, and I played it constantly, 24/7. The whole album crushes, but this song in particular is fucking epic. If you are not familiar with Hangman's Chair, get on it and thank me later. Alright then. Yes. The news. Coming up in this week's underground news, Freak Valley Festival celebrates 10 years. With just under a week to go, Freak Valley have announced the lineup and times for this year's festival. A special edition celebrating 10 years of the awesome outdoor German festival. Long sold out now, I'm afraid. Freak Valley 23 will see Clutch, Melvins, and Orange Goblin taking headline duties, with Orange Goblin playing a unique time-traveling Freak Valley Blues special, whatever that means. Taking a deeper look at the times, we can see that they are joined by Earthless, King Buffalo, The Great Machine, who else have we got? The Obsessed, nice. CD Jesus, oh, my friend's Gopon. El Perro, very nice. Are you going to Freak Valley Festival? I would love to hear who you are most excited about in the comments below. Next, Royal Thunder. Yes, Atlanta Doom Rockers Royal Thunder have emerged from a 5-year hiatus that almost saw the band fall apart. The band have released 2 singles, The Knife and Fate, and will be dropping a brand new album, Rebuilding the Mountain, June 16th on Spine Farm Records. Speaking to Distorted Sound magazine, guitarist Joss Weaver said, "There were a lot of hardships we had prior to the pandemic and during, as everyone experienced. The band dissolved and toxic behavior became a priority over the music, addiction being the #1 factor for things falling apart. We agreed that we needed to get our priorities straight and do the band uncompromisingly right, as in right for us." I've been a huge fan of Royal Thunder since their very inception. Billy Barzon's voice and soul touches me in such a profound way. So I was very excited when they announced new material, and I have given both tracks multiple spins now, but I will keep my opinion until the album is released. But I am interested to know what you think of the new singles. Please tell me in the comments below. Now, at the very start of this year, following multiple issues and pressing plans and a certain pandemic, we were finally able to release the 10th anniversary pressing of Gin Lady. Look at this. This is the record that started it all off for our cosmic veteran. Gin Lady play the most sublime 70s infused melodic rock. Hailing from the northern regions of Sweden, a country where the retro rock revival movement of that time was producing bands such as Graveyard, Witchcraft, blues, peels, truck fighters, to name but a handful. The year was 2012, the very same year the Graveyard released its debut, Lights Out, and Gin Ladies signed to Kozmik Artifactz. And now, a decade later, here we are to celebrate the 10-year anniversary with this magnificent limited edition repressing. We also have a copy on bone white. Gin Lady, like many of its contemporaries of the time, was a real refreshing record when it released in 2012. Catching the crest of the rock revival wave, it harked back to a time in rock music when solid songwriting and lyrical poeticness took center stage. Far from the other side of rock, with Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, Gin Lady instead resonates with those more attuned to the music of, say, Wishbone and Ash, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and relatively so, Neil Young, groups and artists of the late 60s that spilled over into the 70s, who seemed to mature into the realms of more folk-influenced rock. And just like all of the bands who emerged at that time, all those now pivotal records that are hailed as classics, the key to their and Gin Lady's success was that they took those influences and, like a fine Michelin star chef, deconstructed them and plated them in a way that was both nostalgic yet new. Blending modern sound and production, Gin Lady, like Graveyard's Light Out, just stood out against a scene that was still primarily dominated by the sounds of US Southern stoner metal bands and sludge. It has truly stood the test of time, and now here, celebrating 10 years since the beginning, I can give this cosmic classic the recognition that it has rightfully earned. Whether you are a fan already or I have just introduced you to your new favorite band, you are in luck, as we still have a few copies of the Gin Lady 10th Anniversary Edition vinyls available to purchase now over on the Kozmik Store. So if I have intrigued you enough, go check it out. Before we part ways, it is of course time for
the Riff of the Week!
Yes, tying in nicely with Gin Lady and in keeping with the theme of anniversaries. This week's Riff of the Week comes from an album that also recently celebrated its very own 10-year anniversary and exclusive repressing. From the very same year as Gin Lady's debut, this is the opening track to the sublime album Legend by Witchcraft. Until next week, my children, keep it loud, keep it heavy, keep it cosmic.